Hello everyone. Tonight, as I was on YouTube, I happened to stumble across a fellow YouTuber, Lord Sardonic. I apologize if I'm not saying your name right. If I'm not saying it right, please correct me. I watched one of his videos called Don't Forget and then the update. And I I really liked what he said about, someone can be here one day and then be gone the next. Those aren't his direct exact words, but it's my own variation of it. And that's really the truth. I can say that I, living, have not been around to lose someone that was extremely close to me as far as family goes. But as a young child, I made friends with another young boy whose name was Harry. And he had a disease. I don't know what the disease was called, but when he got to a certain age, he would stop growing. And as, we were always great friends. We played together. We shared things with each other. And I know that as he got older and his disease really started to affect him more, that he, couldn't interact with me the same way anymore because, of the pain that he had and all the suffering that he went through. And I don't know if you can tell it in my voice, but I do feel very emotional thinking about him. He, till this very day, I will say that he was my best friend. The reason that I say was in a past tense is because he died from this disease. I don't know how he died. I don't know when he died. Because as he got older and his disease got worse, he became more and more reclusive. And his younger brother had this same disease. My mother, one day, came home from work, and because she works at a casino, and she had been dealing to his stepmother. And she told my mother that a long time ago, when me and Harry had first become friends, how we became friends was, and I can't even remember it, that I had punched him and gave him a black eye, and I till this day cannot remember it. But his stepmother said that he said since that day forth he fell in love with me. And it broke my heart that we somehow we drifted apart. And thinking about it now, I wish that somehow I had found a way while he was living to, get back in contact with him and show him that, you're going through this, but I'm here and I'm your friend and I always will be. And it's what Lord Sardonic said is true. You should cherish the people that you have around you. And not just the people around you, but every single human being on this planet. Because every life is precious. And one day, that life will be gone. You may not have known them. You may have known them, and they may have been a very big part of your life. And you won't have them anymore. And you shouldn't forget. And you should always hold that person dear to you. And I wish that everyone on the planet saw this and understood it and took it to their heart. I just wish that I had been around for his last years, because I don't know if people might have shunned him because of his sickness. I don't know what kind of pain he went through in his last years. I just wish that I had been around to tell him, I love you, you're my friend, and you always will be. And when we are in the great beyond, I'm going to come looking for you. And when we're in this life after our death, he's not going to be sick anymore. And he's going to feel good. And he's going to look good. And no one will ever be able to hurt his feelings again. Because he was made fun of a lot for the way that he looked because of his disease. And I really wish that I was around to tell him, like I used to be around to tell him, don't pay attention to them because they don't know what you go through. I should really stop now because the waterworks are starting. And for everyone out there that has a loved one or a friend who's sick, let them know that you love them now while you still have the chance. And for those people that you've lost, don't let their memory fade away. It is not a weakness to remember someone who's passed away. It is not a weakness to talk about them, to take out their pictures and remember the great times that you had together. Love the people around you. And that's all I have to say about that.